You know that feeling when someone gets your name just a little bit wrong? Hannah, not Anna. It's such a tiny difference in the sound, right? But it makes a huge difference. And that one little sound, well, that's the perfect way to kick off what we're talking about today. We're going to build your English foundation one simple step at a time. Ready? Let's do this.
Welcome. So over the next few minutes, we're going to put together your very first English toolkit. And these aren't just random words and rules. No, these are the absolute essentials you need to start having real conversations, like right away.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll grab some must-know words. Then we'll make sure they sound right. After that, we'll uncover the music of English words, put it all into sentences, and by the end, you're going to see just how ready you are to speak. It all connects, so let's jump right into part one.
First things first, the building blocks. You know, kind of like building with Legos, every great conversation starts with the basic pieces. So we're going to start by grabbing the most useful words you'll need from day one.
Let's start with the days of the week. I'm going to say each one, and I want you to say it right back, out loud. You ready? Monday, Tuesday. Now careful with this next one. The D is totally silent. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Nice job. Trust me, you'll be using these all the time.
Okay, so knowing the words is great, but how do you actually use them? Well, you can ask, what day is it today? And hey, take a look at the rule on the right. This is a big one. This is a rule you just can't break in English. Days of the week, they're like names, so they always get a capital letter. Tuesday with a big T, never a little one.
Okay, you've got the days down. Check. So what's next? Numbers. I mean, think about it. From telling someone the time to buying a coffee, numbers are, well, they're absolutely everywhere. Let's count together from 0 all the way to 20. And listen for those tricky sounds. 0, 1, 2. Okay, here's that th sound. Just stick your tongue between your teeth a little. 3, 4, 5. Now listen to the teen numbers. The stress, the power is on the end. 13, 14, 15, all the way to 20. Getting these down is a huge win.
Okay, we've got the words, but what good are they if nobody understands us? Remember Hannah versus Anna from the beginning? That's why this next part, getting the sounds right, is so incredibly important. Let's really focus on 4 crucial vowel sounds. The first one is that long E sound. Just imagine you're smiling really wide. E. You hear it in words like tree, meat, and we. Now the second one is a short I sound, like in fish. It's really quick from the back of your throat. I, I. You'll hear that in this or it. Then there's the ah sound. Open your mouth wide like you're at the doctor's office. Ah, like in cat and thanks. And finally, we have the A sound, like in train and name.
All right, let's zoom in on those first two for a second, because honestly, this one trips a lot of people up. Listen close. First, that short sound in fish, I, this. See how quick that is? Now, for the long sound in tree, E, meat. Feel how your mouth kind of stretches out like you're smiling? Try it with me. Short I, long E. Nailing this one is a total game changer for how clear you sound.
So once you have the individual sounds down, the next secret to sounding natural is word stress. You can think of it as the heartbeat of a word. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it, which part you make the strongest.
So here's the deal. In pretty much any English word that has more than one little part or syllable, one of those parts is like the star of the show. We say it just a little bit louder, and we hold it just a little bit longer than all the rest. That is the stressed syllable.
Let's actually hear this in action. The slide shows you where that star syllable is. Just listen for it. It's sorry, goodbye, airport, computer, hotel, Saturday. Can you hear that rhythm? It's like a beat. That's the music of English, and practicing it will make you sound so much more natural.
Okay, we have gathered all of our pieces. We've got the words, we know how to make the sounds, and we've found their rhythm. Now for the fun part, using a little bit of grammar to glue everything together into actual sentences.
Let me tell you about one of the biggest shortcuts in spoken English: contractions. We're always trying to speak faster, right? So we almost never say you are. Instead, we just push the words together to say you're. He is becomes he's. I am becomes I'm. Using these will immediately make you sound less like you're reading from a book and more like you're just talking.
Now here are a couple of super common traps to watch out for. First, you can't just say, is a school. A sentence needs a subject. You gotta say, it's a school. And this next one is a huge deal. The word I, when you're talking about yourself, is always, always a capital letter. I mean it. No exceptions. Doesn't matter if it's at the start, middle, or end of a sentence.
And here's a quick little cheat sheet for you. You is really flexible. It works for just one person or for a whole crowd. He is for a guy, she is for a woman, and it is for a thing, like a table or a phone. And when you're talking about more than one person or thing, you just use they. See? Simple rules to keep in your back pocket.
And just like that, here we are, our final section. You have collected all the tools you need. So now, let's put it all together and see how you are absolutely ready to start speaking. I mean, just look at the path you've just walked. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful process. First, you learn the words. Second, you mastered the sounds. And third, you used the rules to build sentences. That's a formula for success you can use over and over again.
And this right here is what it's all about. This is the goal. You now have the toolkit to do this. You can actually walk up to someone, say hello, and introduce yourself. You are officially ready to start a conversation.
So let's end with a final thought, a little challenge for you. Using everything we just covered, right now, how would you introduce yourself and say what day of the week it is? Go ahead, pause and think about it for a second. You have the tools. Now it's your turn to start building.